everybody. I'm here today with Rickie Alchin, who's been lucky enough to be one of the major preparers for our Ready to Run sale. It's obviously a new concept for us. Rickie, firstly, mate, thanks for taking the time. I know you've got races to get to this afternoon. 10 horses out of the 23 horses we'll offer in November have been entrusted to you, mate. So not the first time you've done this.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure being here. No, definitely, Ready to Run sales were a big thing of my business a few years back, and, for whatever reasons, they dropped off by the wayside. But I think there's still a very big market in Australia for going 2-year-olds, and it's great that you guys are trying to get this back up off the ground.
And we'll breeze up horses at both Menangle on the 1st of November and in Shepparton on Wednesday, the 4th of November. Around a dozen horses to get ready on Sunday, the 1st. Mate, you had a little bit of time stuck in Queensland. I understand some of these horses just coming in on their second prep. So what do we do with these young horses? What do you do between now and breeze up day on the 1st?
Yeah, look, I was stuck in Queensland, which wasn't a bad thing. But, I actually haven't had all these horses before. I broke a few of them in. A few of them have been in Melbourne and other places. So they all arrived with me this week, and they all seem very well. They're in good condition. So from here, we'll just get to know the horses, obviously, see where they're at. And get them into a program is the biggest thing. I think from here on, we've got 8 weeks. They're all in great condition, as I just mentioned. So the process now would be, we're not actually going to jump straight in and ask them for their speed, because speed's not everything. I think education of a young horse will take a horse a lot further to a racing career than just asking it straight up for speed. So they'll virtually go into a race preparation, so to speak. And then from there, they'll sort themselves out. So your better ones will step up and your weaker ones sort of will drop off a bit. But there's a market all round for all those horses. And
a lot of people that will actually watch this, we're obviously got a performance horse client base that are probably new or being reintroduced into racing. Group of guys want to get into a horse. A lot of people have said these Ready to Run horses are a shorter process to get in and actually have a horse at the track. These young horses, second prep, we offer them in November. When could a syndicate or a group of buyers actually expect to see those horses at the track for their first race?
Look, well, currently in New South Wales, we can't race a 2-year-old until after January. So you're looking at probably around, February, early March. So if you purchase a horse out of this sale in November, you've actually got time to either back off it, give it a couple of weeks off, and then get it into your own routine, or to press on with it for a little bit, find out where it's at, and then, still have time to back off it for 10 days or so. But as far as the syndication goes, I think this is a perfect way to get involved in a standardbred horse. One, it takes a lot of the guesswork and if you go to the yearling sales and you buy a yearling, you actually don't even know if that horse can pace or which way it'll throw its legs. It may touch its knees, it may crossfire, it might hang, it might pull, who knows? Whereas all your guesswork's taking out with a horse like this, and not only guesswork, also costs. It's cost these breeders, a substantial amount, I would say, to breed these horses and get them to this stage where, as a syndicate jumping straight in, all that's already paid for, 3 or 4 months, and here you are at the races. So I think it's a great opportunity to get involved in a horse.
And in the 23 horses, like, there's some well-recognised names. Your American Ideals represented, Art Major. I see, and I think you've got a Western Terror. There's 3 of those. A number of well steads. It's not just about genetics in this type of sale.
No, it's not. I mean, in all sales, yearling sales, in a sale like this, people tend to get so tied up in the top stallions, which is fair enough because they generally rise to the top. But it's not to say that a lot of horses by other stallions won't make it and go on to be really nice horses. In my last sale I actually had a horse. It was a poorest bred horse in the sale. It was my nicest colt in the sale. Numerous elite trainers asked me for a nice colt, and I said, this horse, I don't know how good he is, but he's a really nice horse. Nobody wanted him because of his pedigree. That horse turned out to be Lochinvar. He sold for 26,000. And that to me is a great example of, you don't have to be by the best, out of the best to be the best. I mean, it does help, but sometimes at this point in their career, you can look away from that a little bit.
And obviously, this is a newer concept. We're going to be online in November. But with that concept of horses being online, what should people be looking forward? Do they still get access to ring the trainers like yourself to ask questions about these horses?
Oh, definitely. I think these online sales could be a thing of the future. They seem to have worked in past sales that I've seen recently because of COVID. So there's no reason why, something like this won't work online. And, in the next 8 weeks, anybody that may be interested in a horse, come and have a look at it. Come and organise a date. They're able to be driven. I mean, come and sit behind them, have a feel of them. And yeah, go from there. Just get in contact with me or other vendors, and it's a great way to buy a horse, to be able to have the opportunity to come see them in the flesh, sit behind them, if you'd like, and if you like the horse, buy it.
And like I say, the horses will be breezed up on Sunday the 1st at Menangle. They'll be on Wednesday the 4th in Shepparton. We've actually, interestingly, in the South Island of New Zealand, we've got a couple of horses that Mark Jones is actually going to run up and offer online as well. So I think a quality catalogue. We intend to have that catalogue with the extended pedigrees up by the end of the first week in October. And then we'll get that full detail that we'll run them up over 800 metres. Get some good photos of the front-on shots, get the legs, the side-on shots, looking to try and provide some slow motion action of the horse. We're there to try and help promote the horses and provide as much information to buyers. So, mate, obviously with 10 horses yourself to breeze up, there must be 1 or 2 there that already catch your eye. Yeah,
there's some nice types amongst them. I mean, it's hard to say where they're heading at this stage because, as I said earlier in the interview, I haven't had them long enough to know exactly what's going where. But yeah, there's a couple of really nice horses amongst them, and people that are unsure, just jump on in the coming weeks, and like my webpage, Rickie Alchin, harnessracing.com.au, we'll have updates of these horses, and when we can get the professional footage and the front-on images and videos of these horses, you'll be able to see for yourself.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. One of the trainers has got a busy 8 weeks ahead of him. I know you've also got a track to get organised and get to the races this afternoon. And both of us have had a few challenges with technology. I hope you have a lot less challenges this afternoon. But, mate, thanks for your time. For those people out there, contact the Nutrien Equine Team for information. Or, like I say, Rickie will represent nearly half those horses and he'll get the first-hand knowledge. So we're there to promote these horses. They'll be online on the 20th through to the 22nd of November. And we look forward to seeing some new owners have a lot of fun in the new year with some of these horses.
Yeah, that's right. And if you jump onto either my Twitter site or, once again, that website, there's a draft of, or my whole draft is currently listed there. So if anyone's interested in their pedigrees, jump on and have a look, and then you'll be able to see the horses in the coming weeks to match their pedigrees. So thanks, Mark. Exciting times, tough times, but exciting times.
Yeah, and look, good luck this afternoon or this evening, mate. Hope things go well for you tonight.
No worries. Thank you.